It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let's close out the weekend with what should be a good one on Monday Night Primetime between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Heward up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long, never look ahead. You can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of what's on the line today and where they could be playing in 2 weeks. It's going to be a game-long challenge, no question, to keep the focus on the right here and the right now.
A date on Super Bowl Sunday awaits one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25. And here come the Vikings taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose. And most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Second and 9.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. He tucks it and takes off. A good business decision there as he comes up at the end of it. Give him around 7 and give this offense now third down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pass hauled in by the rookie for Miami. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First carry here for Ashton Genty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
A gain of 6. And the Vikings.
There's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Colston Loveland. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Niners' 35-yard line.
Play action. McCarthy. There's Genty underneath. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. 6 yards to go here. It's third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up third
and long. They're going to throw. It's complete. This is Olave. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
A gain of 9
Gain
yards.
of 9 yards on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
A gain of 9
Double
yards.
coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. It's Allen on third down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And the 49er first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
They've got to like how they've been moving it early here. It's down to the opposing 45-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And play action with Dart. Laying out for this one, and he makes the catch. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Last one got him 3. Here's second and 7.
At the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Darts out of the shotgun. Catch made underneath by the back. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
third down now. Here's Darts. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish off their opening drive. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jace, you couldn't start any better.
York tacks on that extra point. And the 49ers start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He's tackled at the 32.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
This is Genty on second. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. Solid block in there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Flying right side. And have it down to the 44-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Still has some space inside the 35. And they get this down to the 28. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's another Vikings first down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he gets a few on the punch forward.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in the game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but if A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Another give here to Jency. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Jency does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Hey, I get it on first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Fullback trying to barrel it across. Charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
And goal.
McCarthy on the sneak. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. They weren't particularly interested in disguising that call, Brock. The defense knew it was coming, and they make the stop.
Yeah, even against a prepared defense, you still expect to at least get a yard. Get that.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings take a second quarter lead. J.J. McCarthy the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. As their quarterback, Brock, he's the one told them to get it done in moments like this. But even though he's the one who scored, you and I both know he is not the one who made it happen on that 4th down.
It's pride up front. That was all the guys up top that just said, listen, man, we are going to work this thing. We're going to give you a push. And, kid, let me tell you, as a quarterback, you know right away. You can feel that push and that surge. And those big guys led the way for 6.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Fits it through the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Allen on 2nd.
The Vikings 47-yard line.
Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
At the 44-yard line.
Now run, James. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here comes Bryce Baringer to handle the 4th down punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh, he nearly caught the corner. That one just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds a seam down the middle. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-point lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14.
Vikings 21. 49ers.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. He fields it from the 8. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. On 1st down, here's Dart. It's a screen throw for Allen. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Darts back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Yeah, for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Cut for big yards on the right side. And this one won't get there. It looked good, but the stop is made just before he could get the first. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Bryce Baringer, the one to send it away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
First play is going to be again to Jeanty. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Like the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits his tight end on the corner route. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And the 49ers get to it. fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Moving the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
And the 49er first down.
This is Allen on the give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
It's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Dart setting in the throw here. Hauled in by Olave, left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20. And the 49er first down.
Back to throw, here's Dart. He takes it himself. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Vikings get it back in touchback territory. They're going to be at the 20. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
The Vikings and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And nothing to show from their last drive except, well, we did see a couple of short tempers, Brock. Not happy to have fumbled away that series.
Yeah, fumbles are one of those mistakes, Kate, you don't get a lot of grace for in the NFL. Just one in a game is too many. Gotta find a way to protect the rock.
It's a gain of 5.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Vikings holding the lead at U.S. Bank Stadium. McCarthy looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
16.
This offense has been in a rhythm, settled in and found it in the first half. But hopefully that sack for this defense can disrupt that rhythm just a little bit. Kind of reminds me, Kate, in baseball when you're facing an elite pitcher, just get somebody on base. Just make that pitcher think a little bit. Hopefully that sack for this defense does the same to the QB. Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route went away. You see zone coverage settle down to the quarterback's numbers, and he could find a completion just like that.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. McCarthy. Jump pass brought in. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here comes play number 8 of the drive. 3rd and 1. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completed over the middle. And Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing again now, McCarthy. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Jair Brown on the coverage.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Brought in. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up third
and they spike the ball to stop the clock. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
They got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. That one's complete, right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing this for the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. New York knocks it through. And the gap closes to 14 points. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. San Francisco to the line. He's 1st and 10. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So first set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. Allen hit that football's loose. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. And they will take this down inside the 10. Got the recovery, and now they're going to start with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. I'll talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for them. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. They'll run with Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and goal.
Genty from the gun. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21.
49ers 10.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team. Well, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Design quarterback run here. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
It's a gain of 5.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Vikings keeping the pedal forward and adding 6 more. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown.
That score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more on us because he is doing damage with his legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
49ers 10.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. This return starts at the 5. It's raw, tackles free. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Brings a design run. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that brings a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the 1st down and keep this drive rolling.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Play action. McCarthy. He's got a man left. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
84. Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Line out the
2nd
design
and
keeper.
1.
And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings piling onto the scoreboard yet again. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did is add to that trust.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. First call here coming from the shotgun. We get to Allen out of the shotgun. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Right back to Allen. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On the sneak, here's Dart. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this up to his own 44. It was Mike Saylor still on that stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And he's right near that first down marker as the stop is made at the 48.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Here's a give inside to James. Headed right through the middle of the field. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers continuing to fight it, Leaks. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
17.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They give up the guts. It's Genty. Finally caught, and he lost the football. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. All set now. 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's complete over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. To the middle, Loveland hauls it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's Hampton on 2nd. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hampton, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And it is good. No problem shorter attempt. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
17.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Going on first down. It starts. Now he takes it, and he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Dart. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35.
A gain of 10 yards. And the 49er first down. It's a game.
Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. It's 49ers football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. All set to go now from the 35. On first down, here's Dart. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far.
Number 87. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Vikings now set to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Shotgun give here to Gentile. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's tackled at the 30.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
The pass on 2nd down. Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
It's a screen play for Allen. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Almost a yard left to go on second down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. They've got first down here from the 36. Hampton gets the handoff. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. McCarthy looking to throw. It's a screen play to Genty. And they're all over that screen, Bob. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Great, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
To the air on third and long. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the left hash, this will be from 50. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
At the 43-yard line.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To throw, here's Dart. By his running back, Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Offense is set, first and 10.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, 49ers.
Running back sent in motion. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here goes Dart to the air. He completes it in traffic. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Here they go again, set for third and 4.
And it's third down.
Dart gonna throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. Katie York now on for the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. At the distance, but no good. It finds that left upright. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Maybe I'm projected here, Kate, but those seem to be the toughest misses. Whether you're in the stadium, watching it online, you're watching it on TV, you're seeing the kick is online, you're watching at field level as a player and everything looks good. But unfortunately, it just falls short.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
2 yards. And the Vikings.
And off to Genty. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Lone back gets the handoff. Has some space inside the 15. And he's finally brought down at the 9. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Genty. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Vikings throw 6 more on the blowout. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
49ers 17.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Your start now. Get this one underneath to Allen. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
A gain of a yard.
This is Allen on 2nd. It's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Rolling on 3rd. Here's Dart. That's caught for the 1st. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
And the 49ers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
87. A gain of 5.
Here he goes, one final shot. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. DJ Turner comes up with it. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Halas trophy today. But let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.